Most guys don't realize this, but your date is decided before you even show up. If you're always nervous, overthinking, trying to get the exact perfect outfit, mindset, and routine, that is your problem right there. Women can sense when you're unprepared and when you're not confident in a situation. And guess what? The first impression is not just about what you say. It's about how you feel and the things you do subconsciously. And if you don't fix this, you will never become successful in this area of your life. But if you can fix this, you will walk in sharp, smooth, and completely in control of every situation. You will never have to try to be attractive. It will come to you naturally. So in the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the best preparation blueprint to ensure success. And I guarantee you will be ahead of everybody who has not seen this video. So if you want the value, hit subscribe, send it to your friends to give them the success too. Sit back and pay attention now. So we're going to get into what I call the 3 phases of pre-date blueprint. Now this consists of 3 things you need to make sure you do every single time. These are not going to be the normal things that I'm sure you already know, the super simple things that just make you overthink anyways. This is an entire day mindset blueprint that will elevate your game on top of the world to the point where you are going to be like nobody you've ever met or she has ever met. Now, the first phase, this one is very important. I want you guys to start writing this down, is called deserving the date. Now, what does that mean? If you're already there, chances are you probably feel as though you deserve it. But that is not the point, because that is not purely enough. There are plenty of dates that people go on that don't lead to anything else. So subconsciously, your mind does not truly think you deserve it until you put in the work to believe that you do. So how can you do this? Anytime you have something planned later in the day, you need to make sure the day leading up to that is 100% productive and you do everything you tell yourself you're going to do. Because if you don't believe yourself when you talk and say things, nobody else is going to believe you either. So every day that you have a date, and every day in general, should consist of a hard workout. Make sure one way or another you get yourself either to the gym, to your home gym, do some push-ups, do whatever you need to do to physically exhaust your body to the point where your brain knows you worked hard. Make sure you actually have a very hard workout and something that takes up a lot of your energy. This way, even if you feel like you're not supposed to be there, even if you have that underlying thing deep down that makes it feel like you don't deserve it, you at the very least did everything you possibly could that day to make yourself a better person. And the only way to make yourself look higher value is to genuinely work on yourselves. There's no life hack to looking or acting like a high value person. You have to genuinely work. That is the only possible way to do it. Another thing you could do that day is to get some work done or have a positive interaction before the date. So if you're walking through the streets, walking up to somebody and saying hi is plenty good enough to get that inner confidence flowing. So once you've knocked that out and you feel like you genuinely deserve it, you move on to phase 2. Phase 2 is all about mental preparation. Now, what can you do to mentally prepare for a situation like this? You need to do something with your mindset to calm yourself down. The main reason that it is so hard to get the words out to be nice, stoic, and be the person that you want to be is because you're just simply not calm enough. Now, a lot of that stems from not feeling like you deserve to be there, but we've already covered that part. But the second part of that is genuinely a lack of experience. So how can you replicate that experience or learn something to where you can actually feel more authentically confident so you can be more calm? The first thing you have to do is meditate. Now, I don't mean you have to sit there and hug a tree for 20 minutes. I mean, you just sit there, get all the distractions out of your way, no phones, no artificial light, no TV, and sit there with your thoughts. A place that I actually really like to do this is the gym. Put your head down, close your eyes in between sets, or if you're at home, do it on the couch. Sit there. Do not have any distractions, no sounds, nothing. And just think. Think about what you need to improve on. Think about envisioning anything that you want to have happen, anything. Just get your head out of this memory loop of instant and always having gratification that you experience throughout the day. That's all I mean by meditation. And it's purely that simple. And the result that that's going to have is when you're truly there sitting in conversation, you will be a much better active listener because you've already listened to yourself that day. It's even easier to listen to somebody else, especially if they're interesting, which is going to make you more interesting. It's like two birds with one stone. That's one of the best tips I can give you. Another way to mentally prepare is to read a book or gain knowledge in what you're trying to do. So if you are actually physically learning how to be better at something like a date, you are going to be in a more confident headspace. Hence why the title of this video is Watch This Before Your Next Date. It's that simple. I have plenty of other videos. There's plenty of other videos on YouTube, plenty of books. If you got plenty of resources everywhere, online, in stores, anywhere you look, you will find stuff that will help you learn about stuff like this. If you get yourself into that headspace, you will be much more successful and confident when you actually get to that part of your day. Now, phase 1 being deserving it, and phase 2, mentally calming down, out of the way. There is one phase remaining to get yourself in the best possible situation to succeed. Now that all boils down to your physical phase. You need to genuinely look and feel confident. And the best way to do that is to make yourself look better. Now the simple tips I can give you are super easy. Make sure you have a decent haircut. Don't have a crazy long, nasty neck beard, things like that. But I'm actually going to get into the deeper things that I'm sure you probably have not heard of. 1, you need to end your shower cold. Because when you end your shower with that hot water, and I understand that hot showers are a lot more comfortable than cold showers, but when you end it with the cold water, it actually closes up all your pores before you get out of the shower. So when you're wiping yourself off with your towel and you're drying yourself, you're not getting all of that bacteria and dirt that's on your towel back into your skin because your pores are closed. So end your shower with a little bit of cold water to get yourself back into that normal rhythm. This will also increase your dopamine and make you feel like you have that sort of reward because cold water does not feel good and your body genuinely tries to escape that when it happens. That's why people do cold exposure and cold plunges for the exact same reason. 2 is to make sure your eyebrows and your eyelashes and all that are just well kept and groomed. Some people have thinner eyebrows. They don't have to worry about this, but some people have really, really thick eyebrows like me. If I were to never ever do anything to them, they would be almost halfway at my forehead. It's actually ridiculous. And I know a lot of you guys are dealing with that too. So just super easy. Get scissors, tweezer, pluck in between, pluck outside the edges. Just make them look at least a little bit more neat so you look more professional and people can take you more seriously. And the last super important part of this is to have a good skincare routine. When you don't have a good skincare routine, even if you have the best genetics possible, your skin up close just isn't gonna look the best, not optimal. And a lot of you guys don't even have the good genetics to rely on anyways. So you need to make sure that exactly when you're getting out of the shower, you need to apply something to smooth your skin, something to keep it all the redness and the puffiness away, and then a moisturizer at the end to protect it. I like to do vitamin C for the color just to make my skin look more natural. And for a moisturizer, you could use anything. I like to use glycerin, or you could even use CeraVe regular moisturizers you find in the store. This is going to give you that almost more confidence to where when you look at yourself before you go out, you are going to look and feel more professional. And in turn, you are going to be more truly yourself. And it's going to be a lot of an easier process when you're actually out on the date. So with all of that being said, I just gave you the best blueprint to be confident and to walk into it like you own the place. This will give you that subconscious edge to be better and different than everybody else, to where you don't even need to say anything in particular. It's just going to feel different and feel better. Now, if you got value from this, make sure to send it to other people so you spread this wealth, spread this knowledge around, especially to your friends. So we always want to see your friends succeed. Thank you so much for watching. If you are on one soon, let me know how that goes. Be super confident. Don't forget to watch my other videos for even more help. Thank you guys for watching. Now it's time to get to work.